Hello, Cancer, and welcome to my channel, GreenLion Goddess. This is your fortnightly reading, for the second half of May, May 16th through to the end of May. It's a general reading, so it may or may not resonate. Just as I was about to hit record, I was shuffling for you and your card came out as the main card, the Chariot. So obviously your protection, your house, where you live, who you are, your own shell. It's important. You coming back to you seems to be the main issue. So let's pull some cards out for you, Cancer. Now, if you'd like to skip the shuffling, I will put a timestamp in the description box below, but we'll see what's coming up. Too many cards there, Cancer. Very much got yourself on your mind, which is good, But I get this, I keep getting the words self-protection. Might be sense of retreating back into a safer place within yourself in order to protect yourself from something, armor yourself. So what is it going to be? Getting lots of information just off that one card already. What can we get for Cancer? I feel like your energy is actually going to be quite powerful because this card turned up. Oh, here we go. This is what's blocking you. Past pain, a past heartache or a deep hurt, Cancer. So let's find out a bit more about this. But yeah, your card has come up and featured a lot in a lot of other signs readings. So I feel like you've got a very strong energy this fortnight, Cancer. Very strong energy. Okay. Okay, we have Temperance, the Five of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. Pretty much all the signs have got a similar thing. There's a lot of planets in retrograde. There's a lot of things the planets are doing, all sorts of stuff. And what seems to come up for a lot of the signs is there's been some sort of issue from the past has come up to be cleared, and then it shifts really in the near future into something quite positive. So if that is coming up for you, it is looking like there's conflict and a little bit of chaos and unsettling energy around you right now, Cancer, but it does shift. It already is shifting in this reading. But we'll see where we end up with it. Okay. We had High Priestess. We have the Knight of Wands. One more card, Cancer, and we'll get started with the reading. Last card. And this is the other card that's been popping up, the Empress. So abundance. And it seems like she's got this overarching powerful energy that's happening at the moment, Cancer, that a lot of this is leading to abundance, but it's like if you have any abundance blocks, they're coming up to be cleared at this moment in time. So it's interesting that she has turned up. Lovely abundance. And underneath her, I just saw there's the Ten of Cups. There's a lot of happiness to be had with, she's actually, okay, she was the final card, and we have the Ten of Cups as the bottom of the deck. So overarching energy, long-term happiness. We're looking at what's going to make you happy long-term here. So this is what we've got, Cancer. Let's get started with it. Here you are, the Chariot, donning your armor because this has popped back up again, this Three of Swords energy. And you know the thing with the Three of Swords, it's very much a past hurt that has come up to be healed. It's been exposed to the elements, so it's like a wound that gets exposed and everything comes out, all the gross stuff comes out, and then it has a chance to close up and heal again. And so, yeah, it's like you might not be feeling yourself might not be feeling very much like yourself because this is making you feel a little bit off. Now, what could have happened in the past is there's been some sort of communication, some news about this, some sort of swift change that's come in that has triggered this and had quite a sudden trigger. It kind of feels like it could have been a bit out of the blue. So, and that's just the energy that's around at the moment, Cancer. On the surface, we have the Temperance card. It's like trying to find, it feels like things are, it's interesting. On the surface, it's like balance, restoration, finding a new path is opening up again. But deep down, we have this Five of Wands, which is conflict, the opposite. And it's interesting. That's why I think your card has been coming up so much, because you're drawing those opposite energies, those polarities together, the conflicts ending in victory. And so many of the readings have had polar opposites, like at the either like in this axis, like crowning them, or at the base. And you've got exactly the same. He's at the base, there's a conflict here. But on the surface, it seems like things could be balancing out. But this is where this unsettling energy is coming in. Could be something just making you feel a little bit off deep down. It's Five of Wands energies around a conflict with a group dynamic here. This is people pushing their agendas. This is people just arguing. There's strife, there's conflict, there's chaos. It's quite a lot of pettiness. This could be quite petty quarrelling. So this could be around arguments with work, petty quarrelling with workmates, or it could be a group of friends, or it could be a family dynamic. So either way, there's been some sort of conflict within a group in the past that is related to this Three of Swords energy that has caused the pain. Now, that's the only time that turns up in the whole reading. So I don't feel like it is such a deep pain as other people. So I feel like other signs, because there's some signs that's like a really deep pain that has occurred. But for you, it's just something that with this group dynamic, and it's just trying to find the balance between where you fit in that and how you fit into that. And maybe there's been some bitchy words that have been said to you, something nasty has been said to you that has caused a bit of pain, and you're trying to find that balance place again. But yeah, it's definitely triggered something within you. But yes. So in the near future, now I'm going to go to you here, because this is you within the situation, the Queen of Swords. This is you rising above, trying to rise above the confusion, the doubt, perhaps those petty quarrels, and stepping into that real Queen of Swords energy, very sharp. So you could be a bit sharp back, Cancer. If someone's been saying, I'm getting a lot of verbal toing and froing. If someone's been quite sharp, it's like you might find yourself quite intelligently retorting and saying something back to them that they might go, oh, wasn't expecting that. So, yeah, it sort of feels a little bit like you feel like you're a bit under attack. You've had to rise above it all and find a clear space for your head in order to understand what's going on here. So you do find the clarity, which is good, and you manage to not get too caught up, but it is triggering something very deep down within you, and it could be an internal conflict as well, deep down. So we have in the near future, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So, you know, the conflict completely disappears. As soon as it came in, it will go, Cancer. And suddenly here we are with this Ten of Pentacles energy, his stability, happy home. Maybe it was just a small fight with somebody within a group dynamic, and it just caused you a little bit of anger and pain and whatever it was, but it seems to go back to stability again here with this Ten of Pentacles energy, and everybody's, yeah, like I said, everybody's happy again. And so, yeah, I feel like, you know, the status quo gets returned. So I feel like this energy here is all very much just a temporary form of conflict. We have for the energy surrounding you, the Knight of Wands. I think, there's either you or someone, there is the energy of wanting to resolve this, of wanting to move forward and just knock this on the head and go, let's just sort this out. Let's work out what. It's also for you working out very clearly what it is that you want from this situation, and you find that and how to move forward, because you find that with the Queen of Swords. So you're able to rise above other people's dramas and agendas and find your own and connect in with yourself. That's why it's very much you need to don your armor and protect yourself with this energy so that you can remain quite clear within yourself. And so we have for the hopes and fears, the High Priestess, and this is a very intuitive energy, as I'm sure a lot of you know. It's very much, I think intuitively, intuitively, what's going on with this. Intuitively, you're hoping this is just going to brush over and be fine. And intuitively, you're guiding yourself through this as well, because there's no point getting caught up in someone else's drama if you know it's just something that's not even worth it. And so I feel like you just, to get to this clarity and direction that you've managed to find your own kind of clear boundary around your space here, which is really what you've set up here with the Chariot. You've been doing that through the High Priestess, through using your intuition. So you do manage to find clarity amidst all this chaos. And the chaos, like I said, could be internal conflict. It can be conflict within a group. But ultimately what happens is that amidst all of this, we return back to stability and the status quo. And it's basically, there's growth. So sometimes it's funny, sometimes petty conflicts, once they get resolved, it creates more space for growth within relationships, within you and your world perspective and what it is that you're attracting. And so it's removing an abundance block, because the abundance block might be that you have to put other people first, or other people don't believe you deserve it, whatever it is. And you've kind of broken free of that and gone, no, I think that I do deserve it. This is what I want, and this is my path. And so it's very much breaking free of perhaps even it's like a belief system that's been brought down to you from generations, that you're breaking away from, something that was even said to you when you were like 7 or something, a child. And so it's getting away from someone else's opinion and forming your own opinion. And so therefore you're opening yourself to abundance, because you're learning to value yourself. You've created that boundary around yourself. And so, yeah, it's actually very, very powerful energy that you're creating here, Cancer, incredibly powerful. And to have the Empress come up, this is manifesting abundance and clearing that abundance block. So it's beautiful. And then to have at the bottom of the deck, we have the 10 of Cups, which is, we have 2 10s, the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. It's going to get resolved pretty quickly. It's kind of going to run its course fairly quickly, and then we have happiness here, rainbow of happiness underlying. So yeah, I think it's one of those things, sometimes situations do trigger you, or you do come across some kind of conflict where it actually makes you realize what you're made of. If you can, step into that energy and work with it, you actually come out bigger and stronger and happier and more abundant on the other side. And I feel like this is what's happening for you, Cancer. So yeah, beautiful energies. I hope that resonates for some of you. If you'd like to hear more, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Take care, Cancer. Bye.